I know a lot of people are doing things on Stage It, and they're doing a lot of virtual streaming. So you can go there if you're an artist, and you're probably wondering, how do I make money right now with the Facebook streaming I'm doing, or whatever you're doing to kind of keep yourself creative and occupied and busy and work on your music. One way or another, please know that if you're a performer and a musician, that you can go to Stage It. And there's a couple other ones that we'll put up too in the comments.
Wait, so what is Stage It?
Stage It is a way that you can go on and do a performance and get paid, like live events, but then you also get paid for those live events.
Cool. Oh, that's great. When was that created? That's just been the past few months?
No, Stage It's been around for a while, I think, but they might have changed the way they're operating because of the pandemic. I know a lot of different, that's why I'm saying I'll come back to you guys with more, because I have to research. There's a lot of people now that I'm seeing that really change it up. And if you guys want to send in what you're doing, if you're doing anything like that, and putting out there that, tip jar, whatever, just let us know so that we can just spread the word. This is about community, and we're here to facilitate more information that's happening out there. So please send in what you're doing, and we'll make sure to put that out there, and be sure to add your name and an email and all that. You can send that to our Instagram messages. You can also go on our website. We have a contact email there. Feel free to do either one of those things. So, okay, Meredith. So what do you've gotten onto the Clubhouse scene. Does anybody know what Clubhouse is? I got invited. I don't know how you get an invite unless you're invited. So it's very kind of right now, it's beta testing, I think. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and go on to Clubhouse, get the Clubhouse app and see if you like it. It's an all audio app where you can create different rooms. You can host rooms, and say, for instance, this is what I think anyway. And what I understand is that, like, you and I can create a room and invite like 5 other people, like say Chris Pierce, Joel Eccles, whoever. And then we're all like in that room, but then anybody can still come in and visit that room, right? With the panel.
So it's almost like listening to a private conversation, like a fly on the wall amongst some people that you'd want to listen to their conversation.
Right. And if you see that someone's come into the room that you're like, whoa, so-and-so's here and they're not on this whatever panel, you can invite them. So you have the power as the host to do that. Whether, I don't know if it's like Zoom where you're the only host, or you could co-host, or you have controls, or I don't know yet, but you can go on as a individual, or you can go on as a club. So it's cool. Only, and people seem to like that. Imagine Zoom meets social media and you don't have a camera. So I guess that's kind
of I like that no camera idea.
Like yeah, because this takes a while. Like even this.
It's just, it's way less complicated.
Well, gosh. Right. Well, I want you to tell everybody who we had on recently. Thank you so much. I loved meeting him. And why don't you tell everyone what we have upcoming and what they're going to just see we'll give you a little sneak peek, you guys, of who we had on. So take it away, Meredith.
This month, we had the pleasure with speaking with my friend, Jason Achilles, who is a Los Angeles musician. He's been he's been doing this for a long time. He's super cool. I was in a music video of his a million years ago. Just really liked his vibe, have been following him on social media, and then saw that he helped NASA put this microphone on the Mars Perseverance. Percy, as the cool NASA nerds call it.
Percy.
And it was years in the making, and he's just going to tell you all about that. It's very cool. We're super proud of him. That just happened the first week of March is when they touched down. And at first the microphone didn't capture the sound. And this is the first time they've had a microphone on any of their rovers that land on Mars. But then it caught sound a couple days later you can hear the wind flapping. And so that was really exciting for Jason and for his whole team. And then he has amazing music that's super jammy.
Yes.
And fun to like drink a glass of wine to, and like just rock out, burn some incense. I don't know.
I love his music. It's really
In your
cool.
Laurel Canyon home. And he also gives some really candid and vulnerable moments about struggling as a musician in Los Angeles, and just sort of like with the JPL and the NASA stuff, like we're like, how did you know, what drove you to do that? And so he kind of talks about intuition and sort of just trusting yourself and your process. And
yeah, I love how he talks about it like it's a calling, you know.
Yeah.
And you can do so many different things that you thought you would never do, and just trusting your gut, and going in those directions, even though it feels like, well, that's not, you know, I thought it was going to look like this, you know, I never thought I'd go over there, but sometimes going in that juxtaposition brings you back around.
You know, I reached out to a lot of people, and various levels of no and interesting, we'll get back to you, and not, and finally reached the right person who responded immediately. And it was actually for a different microphone. So there's two. And the second system that I reached out to, I put this paper together. My buddy looked it over. He got back to me. This guy got back to me 2 hours later. He's like, this is great. Yeah, we actually need somebody. So we'll get back to you in like a month. I'm like, what?
I'm Meredith.
I'm Allison. Thanks for watching MSHIFT News.